East, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. They're on 24-yard line. They'll go play action here with Dart. Open man, that's Malik Nabers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, Dart. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Dart. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This out to the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. At the 29-yard line. To the air, Dart. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Nabers, 29 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, it's Dart. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run forward with Smith. And he will have a Giants first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Dart going to look to throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now with Purdy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Play action, now Purdy. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Dart. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0, our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. Gano out to kick this one away. A lane screen opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now Purdy. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
But now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
A first down carry for Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Smith. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. To throw now, Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. Touchdown. Dante Thornton with another touchdown. Number 24 on the year. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it is 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown 49ers.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Looking to throw, Dart. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Throwing his dart.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Darius Slayton with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But they decided they wanted to kick. They would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns.
He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To throw, Dart. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Throwing his dart.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Malik Neighbors
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play.
And look at this. It's a fake. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Dart.
Nailed the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. Final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Throwing here, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On second down, here's Smith again.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, here's Dart. That is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And running with power here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Purdy from the gun.
And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, we want to run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Running left, it's Smith. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Smith will score. Touchdown, New York.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now and force a penalty to the 1, but if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, first and 10.
At their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And open left side, it's his running back with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
They'll find Farrell open left side.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Purdy now to throw.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
On to give, it's Tracy.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to Tracy.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's third and 9. Now Dart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A tough spot here. Third and 15.
Get set, get set. Arnold, rise up.
McCaffrey on the counter. It is stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught inside the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point.
After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
And they take a knee.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite